to ETS. I'm Donna Lopez. This is your channel message for March 26th through to April 1st. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hear that you saying to someone, I just can't supply you with what you need any longer. It's almost as though I feel you're pulling like 3 arrows out of your chest. Almost as if I had to prove that I was worthy or I was strong or I had to be the shield between you and someone else. And so for many of you, it's like you realize that that's not necessary, that a relationship should not require that, first of all, anyway. But a lot of you are also taking a longer look at yourself and at your own life and at your personal choices, what they've been. How many of those choices also were an aspect of somebody controlling you, or let's say latching onto your energy? In other words, you're strong, so you can just carry me forward, not unlike taking the hit for someone else, okay? So you're just taking a lot of reflection on yourself and your choices. And it's funny because they're talking about mannerism. It's funny because my fingers keep doing this for some reason, like I'm pulling this energy forward. I'm having to talk about it. I'm having to pull it out and express it. And you coming forward and you really listening to where your energy's been going and who you've been feeding with your energy. We should be autonomous and in alignment with energy from the Creator direct. Of course, we can share that same direct influence through the energy field that you build up around you. But also, if you're doing it as a supplement to someone else, and it's unnecessary, is what I'm hearing. Just plain and simple. It's unnecessary. So, but it's leading you back home to yourself. What's right for me? What do I need? What feeds my soul? Many of you are taking a step up in the food chain, let's say. It's like there's an opportunity to take the next step up in your career. You'll have an offer. Somebody wants your attention. They need your resources. I also hear something about home or homes. So if those of you that are in real estate or that know things about homes or a second home even, it's like you're giving it, and I hear it's supply and demand. So somehow you have a supply and you're able to fill the demand. So this is a really good time for real estate, they're saying, which is good. I also see that many of you are, I see you're eating from the tree of knowledge. So you're wanting to understand information on a higher vibration. It's like I want to go to the top of the tree, take what's up there and really look and see what's at the top. Like what's most important for my learning. I'm hearing legal. So there's something about legal acquisitions, legalities, but not in terms of breaking the law, but what are the legalities around making a legal acquisition. And so many of you are removing barriers to do that, to move forward. And it's feeling really good. I see like a strong, it's like you're using your energy to do what your energy knows how to do best. And you want to go all the way to the top and get the best of the best, because you bring the best of the best. And they're just talking a lot about inner reflection and fortune and fortunate. And it's not so much as you wanting to gather a fortune, but you feel as though you've been very fortunate in life. And your eyes are wide open. You're seeing things as they really are, not as you'd like them to be, but just as they really are, so that you know what kind of choices and decisions to make, not just for you, but for those collectively that you may assist in different ways. I hear I've been forcing myself to do things I really don't want to do. I'm holding this beautiful stone. It's a calcite type. It's green. It's beautiful. And it's like I choose me. I need to choose me. I choose me. It's almost like you told somebody, I'll stick around till you get this done, or I'll stick around because it's the right thing to do to make sure that things are set up the way they need to be. But they are set up the way they need to be. Things are settled. It is okay to move forward. and it will be good for the other person or parties as well. I also see a lot of you really coming from a place of compassionate love, truly being compassionate when you share with someone else, coming from the heart, and lovingly selecting the right words that someone can hear. Not everyone can understand what you're saying sometimes. It's like you're being mindful that you come from a place of compassion according to that person's perception and how they see things and how they feel things. It feels really good. I had a nice sigh on that, so it was a nice release with that. Now they're talking about somebody's birthday party. I see a child's birthday party. I see about the age of 3 years of age. Feels like it's a little boy, and I just see a lot of joy coming from this. For some reason, they're talking about the month of February also. So I don't know if maybe a celebration would have taken place then, but somehow is happening now, or this just being mainstreamed into the month of March. But this celebration is coming in for this child, and it feels really good and really happy, a memorable birthday, not only for the child, but for everyone there. Well, they said this week has its share of bumps and bruises. And a lot of you have learned to put padding around you when you hear something. You just bounce off the padding and bounce back because I want to say with love, there's been too many shards of glass that many of you have fallen on in terms of where you were not able to verbalize. You were coming from a place of pain, a place of allowing what's occurring to cut you, to truly hurt you. And so you're learning to protect your energy and to come from a place of not internalizing so much. We all know there's been lots of information out there, and some are digesting it and going deep for many others, and others have done their bit here and there, but this feels very significant to that kind of thing, that you're learning to not take it in. Hear it, know it, acknowledge it, but you don't have to eat it and digest it. You don't have to internalize it. I do see something about they're showing me the American flag. It's interesting because across the street somebody has one, but it's not that one. I'm seeing one from the spirit world that they're showing me, and I see it flying very clean, very clear. And it's almost like I see you counting the stars, like how many states are still here, how many are still with us. And I'm getting something about 8 states. Like there's 8 states that I know are with us, but I feel as though some of these others are starting to disappear. They're just starting to go south and go elsewhere. It's not as though they're leaving they're not represented by that flag, is what it is. It is representing 8 states very significantly, but the others some are popping in and out, but a lot of others are just faded and gone. Like we're not in alignment with this. This is not my United States. Okay, doesn't mean they don't love the United States. They're just not attuned or not in alignment with what they're what it seems to be representing right now. Okay, and I do feel that's in terms of war right now. And I got to say, gas prices, oil reserves, just food supply. Okay, I hear brothers and sisters in Christ. So and I get such a tightening right here that it's like there's so much value when we align as being in one light, from the same light. And that being from the same light, that light matters, that we're all loved and connected. and everybody has the resources that they need. There are going to be some new tools coming forward, some new tweaks, let's say, tightening the ship up. I do feel this on a military level, but not as in, I want to say with love, I'm hearing it was becoming like a sinking ship, and I see things getting tightened up a little bit more, but not constricted and not controlled, but secured so that it can take care of the job at hand. And I hear something about military reserves, almost like those that serve in the reserves. There's something there. They're not telling me fully. I'm not getting what it is. It's almost like those reserves are there. They're significant, but I don't know that they're going to be used. Even if somebody has said something different, I don't know that they're going to be used. I do see a lot of intuitive energy, a lot of spiritual, psychic energy coming forward. It's almost like everybody's got their lights on. They're starting to see, and the veil is thinning, and they're just starting to see more and trust their own instincts and being aligned and following through. And it's like there's a laser eye on getting through to the other side. You have to be very laser focused and really listening and attuning to your higher self and being led. And I do see happiness coming in. And, I just feel that the animal kingdom is coming to life for all of us a lot more. We're noticing more than we had noticed prior. So, not, beyond pets, but to the fullness of nature and how the ecosystem works together to continue to help the earth flourish for everyone. And there's just this noticing of this. And they're saying that you're noticing it and they're noticing you noticing it. So there's a camaraderie, because the link that's needed is truly everywhere through the whole system, the whole galactic system. I hear something all of a sudden about let those cannonballs roll. It's like these huge cannonballs, and they're just let it roll. But it sounds more like when somebody goes bowling and the ball is just really big. Cannonballs shoot through cannons, but this is like just making, I feel like this is to make a sound like something big is coming. But I feel that it's noise. And I feel like it's really noise, and then there's some sort of a trumpet, like an announcement around this. I'm seeing 3 of these. So there's 3 different things that, will sound like it's something big coming, but and then but it's all to get attention for this announcement. I hear something about significantly singled out. So there will be a calling out of someone, and somebody will be singled out. I do hear corporation also. Also, as if it doesn't fit the paradigm, the new paradigm that's been being established. But it's trying to make something fit in a structure that it doesn't have that design. I hear something about legacy. I think there's something called Legacy Media. For some reason, I feel like I'm getting that name. So something around that. I just feel like maybe it's somebody's trying to pick it apart, but they're really just kind of pulling on the fringes, let's say, or trying to get something to unravel. And I do feel it'll be watered down a bit, but it won't unravel. It will still be rich in what it has to share and give. Yeah. Huh. All right. I'm also seeing something about NPR. I guess we're on to some sort of media stuff now. NPR, National Public Radio. I hear some sort of stamp of approval. I don't know if they've got something new going through, a new facility or something new facilitating them, but it's like I see this approval like you've been signed off to do this. Perhaps I feel like this might be being done abroad more. Because there will be more significance that it can bring if it's done abroad. I don't know where NPR is done, published, or I mean, it could be from everywhere already, but I just see something about it being done elsewhere. And it's helping it to, I just feel it's going to grow and get larger and better as a result and have a stronger sustenance with it. I do feel a lot of changes in terms of, there's a map that they're showing me, and the whole map is coming down, it's crumbled up and throwing it to the side, and it's like, I don't want to do that anymore. It's like the map of the United States. So I wanted to do this, now I don't want to do that. Now it's more so like I want to, they're rolling up specific sections of the map, let's say, and giving it to each state, let's say, and I want you to this, I want you to sign this treaty, I want you to do this. And I think I'm hearing it's like a top-down mentality. We're going to start at the top and move down. I have to say, some of these are going to be lit up on fire. Like I'm going to use it for my fireplace. I'm not even going to read it. A treaty doesn't mean anything, etc. See if they have anything else. Significant changes on the horizon. It's going to be more so, though, that if it smells, it does stink, and it is what we think it is, it will not fade away. It is what it is. It won't be like, oh, I didn't mean that, or it wasn't that, or it won't, no excuses. The smell is still there. It's still going to be taken care of there. You can't bypass what's coming. Okay, in terms of, I believe, legalization of certain things and legalities. So you'll see a lot of things fade to black. Curtains drawn and fade to black. Like they couldn't get any juice, couldn't get it to work, and so it'll just fall apart. It's almost like as a kid, we play this game of pick up sticks, and you had to formulate the sticks in order to create a structure. And it got very delicate as you added more sticks. But this is like, this house is made of nothing but these pickup sticks, and they're just going to fall apart. They don't have the strength. The structure is not built correctly to maintain it, to sustain it. So, and I do hear removed and removal. So I hear something about a governor or governors. So there's something to do with that. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I get anything else for that whole week. Just significant changes. All right. So I'm going to pull. I already shuffled these cards. I have 3 different sets. So we'll see. This one is transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. All right. See the other person's point of view. I wish I could say this name, but it's Avalokitesvara. So I really want to say with this one, I feel like we need to get out of polarizing ourselves against others. See their point of view doesn't mean you have to agree with it. But let's just start with the human race, all right? We're all part of a human race. We all need to eat, have a roof over our head, and feel some sense of connection, etc. You're wasting energy if you get into that polarized aspect. Unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I'm aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone. I practice forgiveness. So with that, thank you all so very much. Namaste. Have a great week.